Well, this morning I was trying to figure out how and what was going on with my water. I saw that I ended up losing more water. We're down under an inch per acre foot. So what I did was I came out here and I tried to dig some holes because I know that I've got two trees, one and two over here, that are squeezing that line, because I ended up digging down to the line and I thought maybe, just maybe, that line might be a hard line. And it isn't. What it is as I dug a little bit, I barely nicked the 4-inch line that's in it, and all it is plastic. It's just a plastic corrugated line, one of the cheapest lines you can buy. And so I sprung a little leak, which helped me to understand where the rest of this line's going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little bit of paint down. I lined it up here with that snake that I had, and I lined it up. I made another little hole right here just to make sure I could get down to it, and another little hole right here. So I know how deep I need to go. Now, it don't matter as long as I don't go 3 or 4 feet closer and I stop right here. But you can see these roots. And this is the same problem I had several years ago up in Loveland. But I have a root here. These roots come from these trees and they seek moisture. So they start going. They put all these little feelers out. When these little feelers find it, the root starts growing, and it grows around it, and then it chokes it. And it'll choke you off. And if I didn't fix it now, I would end up losing my whole irrigation year, and I would go belly up. There's no way I could make it if I didn't fix it. Now, the only problem I've got is I didn't find it sooner, because I actually had a medical emergency that I had to go to with my wife, and I've been gone for a whole week. I came back, and now I see the moisture in the ditch is up, and yet I'm still only getting 3/4 of an inch of water out of that thing. So I should be right now getting anywhere from 1.5 to 2 acre feet per acre. So I'm going to try and get this fixed. I'm going to try and go ahead and get this painted. I'll get it settled down, and I'm gonna got my trusty tractor. I ended up digging a whole bunch out over here by the barn, and it did the same thing. The root was coming across and it started choking out a whole bunch of stuff over there, and so I ended up having to flatten that out. But it's going to take a little bit of practice getting it straight, but I don't expect to get it straight, but I expect it to be able to get fixed in the next day. But I'll have you watch me a little bit while I go ahead and spray my line, which will give me an idea how and what and where to go. Now, I will not come close to this box here, because I know right here that that line ends right here. This is my opening, so I'm going to dig this out right here just a little bit, and then I'll be able to hook it on. Now, why don't I call a professional to come in? Because that would be thousands of dollars right there. And also, I couldn't even call the ditch conservancy to come in, because they'd say, that's on your side of the valve, so you're going to have to fix it. So I know how to fix this, and it's probably going to take me a day and a half, but we'll let you watch the start of this, and then we'll see how it goes. But I guess those are the kind of troubles you end up looking at as time goes on. I haven't had any trouble here except it gets plugged up, and I should have seen the red flag about 2 years ago. But it took me about a whole day and a half to get unplugged because all the debris was captured around the part that's getting squashed. And now I believe the part that's getting squashed has gone all the way. So I'm barely getting any water out, so I'm gonna have to fix it. So right now we'll make us a line. It gives me a good place to start. And I didn't even use a quarter can. You're probably wondering, well, is that going to be able to go into the environment? There's so little of spray paint on there. I can't even imagine it covering, what, a foot by a foot? But you know what? I'll be able to refurbish it because that's what I do and that's what I've done best. So we'll start moving the tractor around and we'll start taking things and seeing what happens. It almost looks like I might have to get a track hoe in here. I might have to go get one tomorrow. But I'm gonna try this one more time just to show you and see if it cuts. I've already made one little swipe and it's not cutting very good. I might end up trying to get a track hoe or something, but let me see what we got. Well, I've got about 3 inches cut off, and I'm going to end up just keep cutting it and cutting it until I get down to the deal, and then I'm going to replace all that. I'm going to find out where that is being pinched off. So thanks for tuning in.